Right now, normally I don't bring a tripod with me. Normally I just bring a very, very small, lightish Gorilla Pod, just as an emergency tripod, really. And more often than not, I'm too lazy to get it out and use it. And more often than not, I just lean the camera, as I did yesterday a couple of times, on something. But I've been wanting to do a layering system video for ages, so I'm kind of going to stop talking about that because I'll do it in another video. But basically, I've brought a tripod here, and I didn't actually specifically bring this bit of Cuben for this, but I brought this piece of Cuben with me. I was kind of thinking, in case the ground was wet and I needed somewhere more dry space other than just the narrow bivvy, and rather than just my one piece of foam matting, because that's the only foam matting I brought this time. So it's so lightweight you don't even know you've got it, and it would virtually fit in your pocket. But I've actually used it here, so I've laid out my clothes, apart from the ones that I'm wearing. So I'm going to try and do a layering system video as a separate video, snapping the fingers as we all turn to dust. So yeah, so that's my kind of plan in a minute when I've had a cup of tea. Okay, well, I said I would do a video about the layering system. So the layering system, you have to put layers of clothes on, and the idea is they keep you warm and dry, and you don't look a Charlie when you're doing it. Seriously, you don't look silly. You never look silly when you're doing a layering system video. So the first item of clothing that you need is your underwear, otherwise you're going to look a right Charlie. Okay, well, that definitely deserves a cup of tea. So after you've put your underwear on, and I've had a few sips of tea, if it was really, really cold, then you might need to put leggings on, like this. I'm not going to bother putting these on. You know, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. But you know, if it was really cold, you could put like leggings on. I use these leggings really just for sleeping in. The only reason I'm not putting on those leggings is I want you to see my legs a bit longer. I'm not standing here half naked and covering my legs up. That's too boring. So the next item of clothing, or the first item of clothing that we would put on in a layering system, is a t-shirt. So I'll put my t-shirt on and spare you the sight of my stomach any longer. So the first layering item that you put on is a t-shirt. I like merino. You can use a synthetic one as well. After the t-shirt, the next item that I like to wear, I don't know why I like wearing shirts, but I'm a shirts man, so I like to wear a shirt. So that's the next clothing item, and hopefully the shirt will spare me any more embarrassment from things shivering away in this in this chilly wind. So I like a shirt. I guess you could just go straight to a fleece of various descriptions, or a more technical layer. I just like a shirt. Okay, after a shirt, it's probably now time, and I think Lassie also agrees, that I should cover the jewels up. So, and I like to usually tuck my shirt in. So this is kind of what I've been wearing today mostly. And obviously I've got socks on. Let's see, go to one side, over there. And obviously I've got my socks on. So this is what I'm wearing for this weather. In fact, I haven't been wearing the t-shirt. I've just put the t-shirt on for this video. I brought the t-shirt, one, in case it got cool, and two, I like to have a t-shirt so I can sleep in it if everything that I was wearing got wet. Because if everything I was wearing got wet, I'm a cold sleeper anyway, so I need something other than just a down jacket to go over me. So this is where it's going to start getting a bit warm now. Or maybe I should have brought a lighter fleece, but anyway. The next layer in the layering system would be a fleece. Frankly, you don't have to spend a fortune on fleece, but this is a Rab something or other that I've had for quite a long time. I really need to try and do a bit more walking. I might fit into some of these clothes a bit better. Right, so this is my Rab fleece. I like a fleece with a pocket, ideally, just to put a phone in, or compass or something like that. Now, over the fleece, and this isn't essential, but I actually found this quite useful in the winter. I like a wind shirt. So, over my fleece, I'm going to wear a wind shirt. Now, obviously if it's warm and sunny like it is today, I'd wear the wind shirt over my shirt only, and I wouldn't have my t-shirt on, and I wouldn't have the fleece on. I'm just showing you every single layer that I take. So that's now 4 layers that I have on. I have my buff, which I might put over my neck if it was particularly cool, but again I won't put that on now. Right, let's just check that. In the winter I like to wear proper waterproof trousers, but when it's warm and sunny they can be a bit heavy to carry, all a few hundred grams of them. So I must admit, in the summer months when I'm not likely to be needing trousers, waterproof trousers, I like to go around in a skirt. Or in this instance, a waterproof kilt. And there's another button down there. I'm not sure, this is an MLD kilt. I'm not sure whether Ron actually makes these anymore, but I got this from Ron at MLD. You know, that took a long time before I said MLD. But I got this from Ron at MLD, and I think it's you know, quite fetching and snazzy. I can do a few moves here. So yes, again, you look a bit of a Charlie wearing a, you know, a skirt kilt. But alright, I probably wouldn't wear it through town. There's nobody here. Who the hell is going to see here? So this is super lightweight, and it's multifunctional because I could use it to lean on it. I could use it as a bit of a barrier of wind or rain or anything like in these shelters. So it's a bit of a multi-use item. So to save me looking silly any longer, I'll take that off. But that's what I tend to use, you know, in the summer if it's going to rain. More often than not, but sometimes I still wear my waterproof trousers. It kind of depends how I feel. The next item, of course, is now a waterproof, because I've protected myself against the cold, against the wind, in various forms, but obviously if it rains, I now need to protect myself against that. I will also admit I got this jacket as a small, because really I am a small, it's just that zips a bit okay. I Okay, well, I just about fit in this. Maybe I would have been better off with the medium, but I do intend to lose a bit of weight, so it kind of encourages me to lose weight. So, and that's my waterproof coat, and again, I just use this in the summer, and in the summer I wouldn't have all these layers underneath me. This is a Rab Kinetic jacket, and it's stretchable, which is just as well. The other thing that I did discover in the winter when I was walking is a hood on a fleece is actually quite useful. I never really quite liked it before, even though I've had this fleece for quite a while. But if it was, you know, cool but not freezing, and you didn't want your waterproof hood up, sometimes it was actually handy to put the fleece hood up and then just the wind shirt hood up, and then not bother with the waterproof hood. And then if it was, you know, warm or, you know, cool but not freezing, I could just do the hood on the fleece. If that was a bit too warm, I could just do the fleece on the wind shirt, and then obviously whichever options I need, I can then just do the hood on that, so on the waterproof. So there's lots and lots of different options to wear there. And then the last item of clothing, people do wear this type of thing over waterproofs, and it's probably okay. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really done it, but then again, I've only ever really, you know, kind of like come around here, so I've not really had the need to do that. So for me, I'd probably be more inclined to take a waterproof off. And then the last item of clothing is your so many zips and things here, I don't know which zip's which now. But of course then the last item in the layering system is your you know, the down jacket, or an insulated jacket. And again, everything's probably a bit tight on me at the moment. So and that I can't quite do that. I can't quite do that zip up. But anyway, that's my layering system. So I'm going to strip off pretty bloody quickly now, because it's suddenly got very, very, very warm. But that's the layering system, and of course you have individual small layers. The idea being that lots of little layers keeps you warmer than one really great big layer. So that's my layering system video. Please like, subscribe, share my video, and I will try and do other little videos like this when I'm out and about from time to time, if I think of other little things to do. And I'm not talking about that little thing either. That little thing would be much, much bigger if it wasn't for being a bit chilly here. Right, okay, well, we're slowly stripping off everything because it's getting very, very warm, and it's most definitely too warm for all of these clothes. Oh, that's better. Did I say we were going to do a layering system? Yeah. I'm just going to quit on taking everything off right there. Really, I am. Did you really think I was going to come back in naked? No. Okay, like I said, please like, share, subscribe, my lunacy and everything. And welcome to Tony's videos. Right, okay, that's it, that's enough.